don't think it was actually recording the audio. It's not very self-explanatory. I've already read before that if you need to plug the audio, an external microphone, into the Sony, it's underneath where the camera tripod mount is. So you can't have it just fixed onto a tripod and plug the audio in. You have to kind of be creative. Now I've actually got a mobile phone holder for mobile phone holder tripod adapter thing. It's just kind of like a big clip that extends outwards and you can hold a mobile phone in it to take pictures on a tripod, etc. And it holds this camera perfectly because it weighs nothing. So I've done that, and then I was able to plug the audio in. However, in the Zoom, I don't think I had it in the right port. So I wasn't sure if it's actually been recorded, the audio, so I didn't want to do too long and waste the time. So I only did a few minutes, stopped. I'll have to play it back and see if it's worked. So I've gone back to recording the audio on here, recording the video on the new camera, and then I'll have to put the two together in the software later. Bit more annoying, but at least I know the audio and the video has been recorded. So I'll have to see how I know what the audio sounds like at least. A lot better than the last video was, because that was terrible, and I do apologise. But the video, I'll have to see how that turns out. I have got the remote, so I can see what's being recorded, which is good. Very handy. It does seem a lot wider because I've got it a lot closer than I usually could have. But I still don't know what the quality will look like, so we'll have to see. I hope the audio recorded before when I had this connected to it, just so I know what it sounds like, because that's what I wanted it for. And there's not much help online, so I'll just have to figure it out. But for now, I thought while I've got the chance, I'll make a video the usual way and just see what the video looks like. So this is just literally a general ramble. I was going to do a reading video, but I thought it wouldn't use the camera very well if I just had it pointing straight at. I just wanted to see what the camera worked like, because it's new. So I will do a reading video, probably tomorrow or this morning. It's quite late at the moment, so yeah, I've been on the roof all day, pretty much, repairing an aerial antenna and some other bits, and it's been really hot today. Well, relatively hot for where I am. It's been very hot in the actual direct sunlight, because I was on the roof all day. It was rather warm. So I haven't really got that much new going on, apart from I just want to get back to trying this microphone, just so I know the audio is working right again. Because going back to that old, well, it's not old really, but going back to that microphone with the computer on in the background, I think it was because I tried to edit out the noise of the fans in the background in Audacity, and had the room closed, or the doors closed, and it just made a terrible echoing sound, and I don't know, it was just awful. It really was. So I really hope this sounds a lot better. The video, I'll have to wait and see. I've done 1 or 2 videos whilst I was actually on the roof today, sorting the aerial out, and it seems to turn out really well. The camera is as I've said before, I don't like the sound of my own voice particularly, but at least I can monitor the levels that I'm speaking. I think I may try an actual soft-spoken, more, a bit more just quietly spoken voice rather than a whisper. And I do want to try an inaudible whisper, but there's so many people that do fantastic inaudible whispers, and I have no idea how they do it. It does seem more difficult than it appears. I think I tried once before and I just wasn't happy with it. But I am going to try. So I'm going to try an inaudible whisper, a soft-spoken whisper, kind of a bit louder than now. And then, the usual, I'm going to do some more reading videos and go from there. But definitely the Zoom has helped a lot with being able to record to a memory card, and what I can hear I know it's been recorded, so if the video turns out terrible, I'll apologise now. But I hope it doesn't. The camera, as I said in one or two videos today, in the sunlight you can set it to vivid mode and it slightly brightens all the colours up, saturates the colours a bit more, and the video looked fantastic. I know that GoPros are usually seen being used on Bear Grylls and things like that, and they always look amazing. And this video, one or two that I did today, looked really, really good, I have to admit. For a small little camera, it was brilliant. But the one I did last night with this, just sat literally where I am now, just pointing it around, trying the new remote, they didn't look very good. And I'm only assuming it's because I had the lighting that I have now. So really I should have done something about that. But to me, it's, I've been walking on the house because it's rather late, with not many lights on, so this was plenty bright. Always have the camera in properly, isn't it? So I hope it turns out better than I'm thinking it's going to. So yeah. But it's just really a try of it. I can only try and see and go from there really. But I know I do want to try some more left and right side videos, because I can definitely tell, even now listening, that the left and right side seems to work okay on this microphone, even though at the moment I only have it set in an X and Y configuration. I have set it on the 2 channel mode, and it seems to work quite well for the left and right side, binaural type videos. But to me, I think this sounds okay doing it like this, because it does sound better close up in front of the microphone. And although technically it's not a binaural, I think the left and right side sound okay doing it like this. You'll have to let me know. But I'm going to do some more reading videos. Just read a few more pages of the books I've gone through. The few books are sat over there. There are some books I actually need to read for the courses I'm doing. It's that strange thing that Yes, I've read plenty of books in between, which I didn't need to read. I enjoyed. So I did not want to read the books that I should have read because I didn't enjoy them, or because I have to read them. I don't know. I think that's just human nature. I do read them, but not as much as I should have. At the moment, I enjoy reading a variety of books. I like sci-fi books, but mainly kind of astronomy and kind of more factual books. I don't know, at the moment I feel like I'm enjoying reading books that I'll learn something out at the end of it, which may, I say, benefit me in some way. I just like to read a book that isn't completely fiction, something that I may, it's kind of a gain in knowledge, actual knowledge, or, scientific knowledge. So I'm learning something new that I didn't know before, which is, proven. Not like, I don't like to read theory books, or I was going to say conspiracy books, but I do actually enjoy a conspiracy book. Not for the factual side, just because I find them interesting. But astronomy and things like that I enjoy, because it's just amazing what we actually know now to what we didn't know, and the things we've discovered, and the things that have been scientifically proven through, trials, testing and repetition. It just seems to open the possibilities of what's out there, and because I enjoy my your surroundings. But the work or going back to work on, the following Monday is always there in the back of your mind. It was for me anyway. And it just kind of frustrated me. Friday nights, I still knew I was going back on Monday. But if I was out camping somewhere in the middle of nowhere where I had no phone signal, no one could get hold of me, no one for miles. When you sat later on at night, just laying in front of a campfire, maybe a bit of music on in the background, a little drink each, not a care in the world. It was kind of the routine's broken. Even if it's just a mental thing. Of course you're back at work on the Monday morning, but at that point in time, there's nothing can really bother you because there's nothing around. There's no one around. It's nice, peaceful, quiet, and there's nothing around you that reminds you of your routine. Your TV, your normal shows that are on. Everything's just more sterile, I suppose, and it always kind of reminds me of when you bring things back to being a bit more simplistic. It just almost cleanses your mind, relaxes you, and then when you come back you appreciate getting a nice hot bath, washing all your stuff, and then sitting on your sofa and watching your TV programs, which of course I do. I'm not denying that. But after being out somewhere for a bit, and you come back, you appreciate it a whole lot more. And that's what it's about, isn't it? It's about breaking up your routine. You don't want to be doing the same thing constantly over and over again, because no matter what it is, I think people will get bored of it. So doing something completely different every now and again, totally different to your normal routine, will just make you appreciate the things you do have that you normally do. So I have to admit, I didn't really intend on talking about that at all, but it's making me want to go out again, when we get a bit of nice weather. Today was incredibly nice, and it makes me want to get out again, because unfortunately I'm back at work tomorrow. So I really should be getting to bed. But as I say, I've had a productive day at least. I've been messing around with this camera, fixed a computer, been on the roof most of the day fixing that. I've been around to someone else's house to fix something on their roof. So I've done a fair bit. So I thought I'd just do an update, I suppose, and a genuine complete ramble, I think, because I just wanted to test out the camera. I wanted to test out the audio, but I didn't have much faith in it, so I've switched back, as I said, to just speaking into the microphone and every now and again trying to go from left to right, just to alternate. So, yeah, a genuine ramble video, I think, of absolute nonsense. So I hope it's been relaxing, for some at least. If anyone's listening to it while trying to get sleep or relax, then I hope you are by now. I apologise for there not being much going on, but I just wanted to, give an update on the new camera, and hopefully when I get to edit it, it'll sound okay. I actually hope that the first video I did will work, because I know it will mean that I can plug this into the camera itself. I'm not so confident at the moment that it worked the first time, but at least I'll know what to do the second time. That's the theory anyway. So, I'll call this quits for now, because I need to get myself sorted and get to bed. I'll do another reading video today. Well, I'd say tomorrow, but today technically, after I've gone for work. But that will probably just be video with the microphone and pictures. It just seems easier, which is why I want to do this, just to use the camera to see how it looks. And I'm going to try a few more things, so I'll have to see how this turns out first and we'll go from there. So, I hope everybody's relaxed at least. I hope it hasn't been too much of a waste of time. And thanks everybody for watching and leaving all the nice comments that people have been giving. And I've got a few new subscribers as well, so thanks to them. All the existing ones as usual. At the moment, this has been a nice break for me doing these videos. It's it's breaking up my routine. It's not something I've normally done. It's something I wanted to do, but didn't think it'd be worth it, or didn't think I had the voice for it. I still don't like my own voice, but people have told me that it's relaxing and it's good. So I have no problem taking other people's views, and I'm really grateful for them. Very grateful. I've always wanted to give back, as I've said before, to the ASMR community, so I'm being given the opportunity to do that, so I don't mind doing the videos. I'm enjoying doing them. It's, gives me a chance to give a few minutes to relax, to just make a video. It does actually break things up for me, surprisingly. I actually enjoy doing the editing part because I do a lot of photography editing, and I just stick the headphones on, put some music on and do that, so this is kind of the same, so I don't mind, I enjoy it. So at the moment, thanks everybody for being a part and making me want to go make more videos. So I'll leave that for now. I'll try and get this video up. Hopefully it sounds okay this time. And as usual, thanks everybody for watching. Hope everyone enjoys themselves and doesn't work too hard for the week to come. I think it is holidays over where I am at the moment for children. So if anyone's off work, that's good. If not, don't worry, the week will be over soon.